Hey, my name's Jared. I'm with The Root Note, and I'm going to show you a really simple way to make a really delicious and reliable V60 pour over. So today I'm using a Mugen Edition Hario V60. It's ceramic, really interesting design. The ribs that are normally on a Hario V60 that help the airflow pull the water down faster, this doesn't have those. So what it does is it kind of adheres the filter to the sidewall of your dripper. A lot of people don't have super fancy grinders at home, so you're gonna have kind of irregular grind sizes. And what can happen with that is often those bigger pieces of coffee, they're not going to extract as easily. They're going to give you like a papery, thin, watery, sometimes sour tasting flavor. The stripper with the filter clinging to the side of it is going to encourage the water to go through the coffee. It's also going to extend the contact time a little bit, so the coffee and water are hanging out a little bit longer. It's gonna help kind of break down some of those bigger coffee pieces from the larger grind size and put them where they belong in your cup of coffee. I've measured out 19 grams of coffee. It is Idle Hands Cafe Lojo. This is a beautiful Mexican coffee with older varietals like Típica, Bourbon, Cultura. I've ground that to be table salt, kind of medium fine. I'm gonna go ahead and bloom this with 50 grams of water. Today, my recipe is 19 grams of coffee to a total weight of 300 grams. I'm blooming this coffee, and blooming is a really awesome, really important step. It's going to evenly saturate your bed of coffee so that all the water and coffee are interacting. So when you start to pour, the water is going to kind of follow the path of other water, and we want it to follow evenly through the bed of coffee. This whole process is going to take about 30 seconds. Another benefit of blooming is actually it's going to let some of the carbon dioxide that is produced from roasting, it's going to let that escape from the coffee, which kind of helps your coffee actually brew a little bit faster, more evenly. Now that that time has passed, I'm just going to pour 100 grams. That's going to bring our weight on the scale to 150. And I'm not going crazy, I'm not going fast, I'm not going aggressive, just nice little spirals. I want all that coffee just lightly agitated, so the water's moving through everything. I'm going to let this start to draw down, and when the liquid starts to go beyond where the coffee has started to form on the sidewalls, I'm gonna hit it with the rest of the water, another 150 grams to get to our target weight. We're almost there, and okay, that's looking good. And if you're pouring too aggressively, what can happen is that the really, really fine stuff that a grinder produces, that stuff can kind of get kicked up, and it actually finds a home in the pores of your coffee filter, kind of chokes the filter, kind of prevents the water from moving through the way that it should in order to get you a delicious cup. So we don't want to roughhouse the pour. We're just going to go kind of nice and easy. Right there's 300 grams, and I'm just going to give it a real gentle little swirl. Anything that's stuck to that filter, I just want to loosen it so that it's actually interacting with the water and helping contribute to a more full flavor. This is going to take about a minute and a half to draw down the rest of the way, and then we're going to be left with 300 grams of beautiful coffee, which is perfect for a nice morning starter or awesome afternoon coffee to share with a friend. And just like that, it was just a touch over 3.5 minutes. I think that's still going to be a delicious cup. So I'm going to take care of that later off camera, and I always swirl my coffee. When coffee's brewing, your first drops, there's more yummy stuff that is getting dissolved and added to the bottom of the cup versus the top. So kind of swirling, it's gonna release some of that aromatic, but also it kind of mixes everything. So if you're sharing, the flavor ends up a little bit more even. So that is great. That's exactly what I was looking for. It's creamy body, bright, sweet acidity. Think cherry with some sweet almond paste, some baker's chocolate, some caramel. Very delicious, good on its own, good with cream if that's how you get down. And with that, now you know how to brew a V60. Thanks for watching.